There he is.
These teams coming up. Get inside.
Oh my god, this guy's just...
Look at the kill feed! I used the C4. Also, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Can't let that happen. But like now it's like, oh, we're gonna make 66 games. Oh, what?
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy, Mr.kiddragon, back here with episode 16 of the Gauntlet. I am here with my guy, Cowboy Haze, or how his Twitter goes, Cowboy Haze JGG. You know what I'm saying? Of Oklahoma State. You know what I'm saying? They made playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I see his jersey in the background representing. You know what I'm saying? So, Haze, you're on the show. What it do, brother? What it do?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me on. Whenever you tweeted out after Warskis saying who should I have on the thing on the Gauntlet, a bunch of my friends were like, "You should do it, get in there." I was like, okay, I'll do it. Fine.
Hey, bet. All right. So, let's call it. You know, what's your introduction? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your gamer tag? Well, actually, how did you get your gamer tag?
Okay.
And how did you start playing competition? Let's go right into it.
I've had a lot of different gamer tags over the years. My first one was Apocalypto99. And I got that from the movie Apocalypto. I'd never seen it because I was little, but my brother talked about it, and I thought it was a cool name, so I stole it. And then after that, I had like a little phase when I was like around 15 where I was like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, right? So
What?
yeah,
Okay.
so I changed it to I'm J Games. It didn't stick for very long. And then whenever I wanted to actually get into like competitive stuff and just not worry about YouTube or streaming or whatever,
Yeah.
I changed to Haze and a bunch of different variations of Haze and J with it because my first name's Jared, so that's where the J comes from.
Okay.
And then Haze is actually my last name, but just spelt differently.
Well, how do you spell your last name?
So my last name is Hayes.
Hayes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Hayes,
see.
and then it's Haze. So
Okay.
that's how I ended up with Haze. And then competitive, I started watching competitive around the end of Advanced Warfare.
All right.
So after Champs had already happened, since Champs used to be like early in the year,
Yeah,
around,
like
February.
mid-season, yeah.
So our Champs had already happened, so Nate Shot was already gone. And what
Damn.
happened was I started watching Nate Shot right after he started retiring, or right after he retired, and then I started watching Optic and started watching their actual competitive team. And I didn't actually play anything competitive because I didn't really know how to get into it. But I didn't start playing anything until Black Ops 3. So
Black Ops 3.
Yeah, Black Ops 3. I played a lot of GBs, UMGs. I don't think CMG was out at the time.
No, I don't. Well, actually,
maybe
I
it
don't
was
know.
just starting. I don't really remember.
Probably just starting.
Yeah, and then I tried tournaments, but I was so bad back then. I just get whooped.
Same. The internet difference is just brazy, bro.
Yeah.
All right. I bet, brother. So we're getting into the personal segment of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you like not specifically personal questions, but like questions like pertaining towards your like CCL season and things of that nature. All right. So you played for Oklahoma State, you know what I'm saying? You were in our division, you know what I'm saying? You still made playoffs, you know what I'm saying? So just take me through take me through from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. So like picking up players, having to scrim, things that might have, not gone your way per se.
Yeah. So our team specifically, I got like a message on Twitter, I think, from our captain Orion Garrett.
Yeah.
And it was about August. And he was like, "Hey, I heard you're in the gaming club on campus, and I was told to talk to you about possibly starting up a COD team because you tried to do it last year." And I had the last year I tried to start up a team, but I just
Hey, what a goat.
I couldn't find anybody.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it was a mix of not being able to find anybody and like a lack of wanting to find people. I'm a little lazy.
I feel that.
But Garrett put in the work and found everybody, so I was like, you know what? I'll do it. So he finds all the people, and I don't hear from him again until like December.
I'm
right?
dead.
Yeah. So game's already out. We've already gone through launch weekend. We've already gone through like all this stuff, and I haven't heard anything from him until December. And it wasn't. It was kind of a lack of communication on my part because they were all already playing.
Damn.
I didn't even know, and I just stopped talking to him. I don't know. It was just weird because I'd never met the guy. I didn't really play with him.
No,
ever,
I feel that. Yeah.
It was just a weird. And then out of the blue, he's like, "Hey, you want to play with us?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to play. I want to get ready." And then they're already all like familiar with each other. I'm still learning everyone's first name in real life.
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, Tyler, push Cole," and I'm like,
"Who's Tyler? Who's
that cruel?" No, but yeah. So we finally start playing together around December, which is way too late to get any sort of chemistry together, right?
Gotta make do with what you got, brother.
Yeah, the league started February 1st ish.
Honestly, don't remember. Probably February 1st. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So we were way late in the practicing, but I came in once everybody had already been found and decided, so I didn't really have to worry about finding people.
roster.
And I wasn't also involved in like finding people at all, so I can't really attest to that. But when we started off, it was kind of rough because one of our players, Cash, had never played competitive before.
Oh
and I'm not saying it was rough because he was bad. It was just we had to like ease him into some of the things that he didn't understand. And then on top of that, there was a huge skill gap between the majority of us and one of our teammates, Tyler, to begin with.
Shit.
Yeah, Jinja. I don't know if you heard of him.
Yeah, I've been hearing him get gassed, bro. Like,
yeah, well, he's definitely the best player in our team, hands down.
Yeah.
And I think it's just he worked harder than us for the longest time over the last couple of years before he even knew us. So whenever he came into this, he was already prepared, as opposed to the other of us just not taking it as seriously.
Sheesh.
Yeah. But now we're all on the same page of how seriously we're taking it, but it's too late for the Modern Warfare season.
Yeah.
So first part of the season, our first, what is there, like 18 teams in the CCL?
Yeah, there's 18 teams per Midwest.
So for the first 9 games, we play the top 9 teams in that division. So our first 8 games or 7 games, we didn't get a win. We barely won a map or 2. It was bad.
For real?
And we were so discouraged. I think we took a map off of GCU. I don't remember. I don't remember. It was we got like 3-1, 3-0 a bunch, and then second half of the season, a few teams had already dropped out, so we got a few buys from our division. Do you remember that? I can't remember the team that left. So we got like 2 default wins, and then we beat Tulsa. We beat
Crimson or no?
I can't remember. We ended up making it with like 1 or 2 wins enough to get into the 8th spot of the division, so we could go to the playoff bracket. But that just meant we were playing Concord first round.
Get smoked, dude. Oh my lord.
So, do you want me to go into playoffs, or do you want me to just stop before playoffs?
I mean, did you have any problems like during the season with the team?
I mean, a lot of the problems stem from the skill gap between the rest of us and Tyler, I'll say, just because like he was really aggravated with us because of how far behind we were, which is understandable because he would drop like 45 kills a game, and we're sitting back here getting like 15, 20 with maybe like it was bad. We have a good hill time, but like 10 negatives is not going to cut it. We eventually fixed it, but it was bad to begin with, and a lot of it came from like just the stress and discomfort of like not being up to par with a lot of the other competition, especially since we were playing the top 8 teams off the bat. It was like not only were we not great, we played the best in our division to begin with.
That's actually terrible, dude.
Yeah,
So,
it wasn't fun. But I mean, one thing I like about my team specifically though is that we don't
yeah,
let that shit like get in the way of like we'll complain about it at the moment, but eventually just it's gone.
yeah.
So we're pretty good about moving forward as a team and fixing that stuff.
All right. So transitioning into playoffs, how was that for you guys? This is your first season in the CCL, by the
Yeah,
way?
this is our first season in CCL.
All right. Cool.
So we made the playoffs, which is
Yeah.
first season. And we actually made top 24 from a default win.
From a default win?
Yes!
I'm dead.
So we played Concord first round, and at that point, by the time we'd gotten into playoffs, I think we'd reached a lot higher of a form of a team than we had been in the past.
Yeah.
So it's not that we were confident playing Concord; we were just more confident than we were in the past playing anybody else.
Okay.
Just in general. So everyone's talking like predictions, and everyone's saying, "Oh, the Concord game, easy 3-0, white. They're gonna get smoked." Blah 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 blah. And while we did get smoked, all right, I'll say this to anybody: we were one of the hardest teams they played all year. I don't know if that's like because of their division or what, but we had some of the best hardpoint and dom scores compared to every other team they played all year in the CCL. So
For real?
yeah, for real.
Wait, what was the score? What was the
Like, so we
scores?
had like, so it was a 3-0, obviously. So
Okay.
obviously I'm not saying we were amazing, but we got like 160 points on hardpoint, which
Yeah.
they'd only like their worst map was like 180, and then their second worst map from someone else in the CCL was like 110. So we were like second there.
Yeah.
And like these numbers are guesses. I don't really remember. And then like Dom, our point differential was only like 25, 30.
Yeah.
And like they usually were like blowing kids out like 300 to 150 or something like that. So I'm not saying we're amazing, but we
Yeah.
got a lot better. And then it kind of made me really mad that people were like, it's going to be a blowout. So like they kind of lit a fire under my butt, but
Yeah.
I still lost.
Okay. And then you got
second round, we got knocked down to losers.
yeah.
First round losers. I don't remember who we were supposed to play, but I was told that they just dropped out of finals because I think it was because of Corona. Honestly, I think they couldn't play.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have enough people on PS4s or something. I don't remember the situation. So we
Oh.
got a bye first round losers, and then we got knocked up to top 24. And then I'm trying to remember who we played there, but we lost that game too. It was like 3-1. 3-0.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that's where we ended our CCL season.
Hey,
A lot
top
better than I
24.
expected going in to begin with.
Hey, we got top 24 as well, man. And we actually and like, hey, I know they're your homies, but yeah, we smoked you and I kinda
Oh
3-1.
yeah, no,
Be
they're
like
the
that.
homies. But they had an unfortunate situation going into playoffs.
Yeah.
One of their best players, Clay, couldn't play because the CCL has a full-time
Yeah.
requirement, and he went under it.
Because he had
I
to
think a
drop a
lot of
class
people.
because of work. Yeah.
Yeah, he was working like 50 hours a week. Just couldn't keep
Yeah.
up with one of the classes, so he had to drop it.
Yep.
It's unfortunate.
Be like that.
Next year, you and I is going to be nasty though.
Shit.
I've
been hearing.
They have this new guy, Chalked, coming in for sure. He's really good.
Yeah.
And then they have another potential person coming in.
Yeah, I know. Barney.
Yeah, Barney.
Yeah.
That kid's disgusting. But
Yeah, he is.
I don't know, like if he's for sure going there because I haven't really talked to them that much about it.
Yeah.
But if he actually does end up going there, and it's him, Chalked, Clay, Dorno, and Mello, I think it's a wrap for a lot of teams.
Okay.
Like I think somewhere around top 12 plus, in my opinion. And that's just like based off of the fact that they have never like played together for like an extended period of time.
All right, prove it. So, all right, moving on. What is your biggest motivation to compete?
Honestly, right now, it's the fact that we got smoked really bad in the CCL season. I'm not gonna lie. Like after the season was over and after playoffs was over, I kind of just looked back at it and got really mad.
Yeah.
And I wasn't mad at my teammates. I wasn't mad at I was just mad at the fact that I could have done better because I could have put more work into it.
Yeah.
And I'm like the only person on my team playing this game now because everyone's gotten so mad with it and is just done with Modern Warfare.
Dang.
Yeah. So, like like there's a few others that'll still play it, but
Yeah.
like it lit a fire under me to not be top 24 by default.
Yeah.
Again. If we're gonna be top 24, we're gonna earn it next year.
Facts. I feel that. We're gonna earn it. I like that. All right. Um, currently, how old are you?
20. I turned 21 in about a month.
All right. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Whether that's competing or finishing out your degree and getting, what I'm saying, moving on with your
Hopefully, I'll have
life.
my degree done in 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I'll be a junior this upcoming year.
Okay.
I don't really know. Like, my hope is that I find a well-paying job somewhere where I can have good internet and still play on my free time.
Yeah.
But I think I'll always still play GBs and tournaments and stuff online for sure. I just don't really know who it's going to be with and what's going to be around in 5 years.
And that's the best thing about it, because you never know who you're gonna be playing with, right?
And I don't like to set concrete plans for the future because
Yeah.
nothing ever goes the way you plan it to
Usually, yeah.
when it comes to like a multiple year plan. So I kind of just plan for being unplanned. Just kind of
Plan for
give
being
it like
unplanned.
give it like a skeleton guide. Don't put any meat on it. Like
Okay.
the skeleton,
Okay.
you get like the skeleton of somebody. There's no meat on the. Let fate put the meat on the skeleton. That was a really weird analogy. But
Yeah. No, I've never heard that before. Yeah.
yeah.
Question. So, what is something a lot of people do not know about you?
It just in regards to COD or anything.
Anything. It can literally be anything, brother.
I really don't know. I mean, there's a lot I don't tell people, but it's not because I'm ashamed of it. It's just because it
Yeah.
just never comes up in conversation.
Yeah. So, like, interesting hobbies, like, do you play the guitar with your toes or something, or?
I just play. A lot of people in the gaming community specifically won't know that I used to play competitive soccer for like 15 years, 16 years.
Competitive soccer.
Yeah,
And
like I was like,
you live in Oklahoma?
yeah. Actually, we have a lot of really good soccer players in our state that go to a lot of other like D1 schools.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know. Us in Texas a lot.
Yeah. Okay, I can see Texas, but Oklahoma? You know what I'm saying? I thought you're gonna
Yeah.
say I used to fish or something.
Yeah. No, I used to play competitive soccer and I'd
Yeah.
go all over. I wouldn't say the country, more like Midwest and Southern U.S. to play.
Okay. You my man traveled state to state.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
on a team where my last season I played. We got advanced to a league where you only played other teams from other states, so every game was in a different state.
What the hell? Okay.
Because yeah,
All right. So you have a competitive background. Okay.
yeah,
That's nice
for
to
sure.
know. See, a
And
lot
that's
of people.
also kind of why I chose Haze as my name because
Yeah.
in sports your coaches call you by your last name sometimes.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
and especially since my coach also was my older brother's coach at one point,
Yeah.
so he would just he'd be like, "Hey, get over here." So I'm just used to being called by my last name.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. So we're gonna conclude the personal segment. We're gonna, what I'm saying, weed our
Yeah,
way into the aggressive segment.
the the fun segment.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like we've asked enough questions. You know what I'm saying? We've softened
yeah.
up the what's it called. I
Now
don't
we're
even
ready for
know.
the heavy hitting
Yeah.
drama.
Yes. You soften the dough and then you beat it down, right? Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Hayes, give me your top three overrated and top three underrated players that you have played with, that
Okay.
you know that are, you know what I'm saying, that people talk about and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, this and that, you know.
Uh.
And they can be from the CCL, and they can be, or they can be just like in general from that you've
Okay.
actually played with, you know.
Yeah. I'll start with underrated players because that's the nice one to do first.
Yes, sir.
uh, underrated players that I've played with. I don't think people give my teammate Cruel enough credit.
Yeah.
Uh, and I think it's partially because a lot of his play style is kind of dependent on his mood. So it's like if he's in a bad mood, he's not gonna play well.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Uh, But whenever he's like in a really good mood, and he's ready to play. He fries. No problem with him.
Okay, I feel that.
Underrated for that because a lot of people don't. I don't know. A lot of people I've talked to within our friend group,
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna say they shit on him, but like I don't know.
yeah.
They,
There's
they say like
talks.
they say he's middle of the road. I'm like, nah, he's definitely upper echelon of our group, and you guys just don't realize it.
Oh, okay.
Another underrated. God, 6 people.
Hey man, you can
Cash.
cut. We can cut it down to 4 if you want.
Okay, we'll do 2 and 2. Another underrated person is Cash on my team.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. My teammates are underrated. No.
Okay, I see. I
uh,
see. Gassing the
Ca- Ca-
teammates. Respect it.
yeah, Cash. This is his first year playing competitive, so he's not
Yeah.
going to really understand a lot of the like minute nuances within the competitive scene of Call of Duty specifically.
Yeah.
But like me, he played competitive sports his whole life, and I think that makes him a really good player.
Yeah. For sure.
So I think like his first COD I believe was Black Ops 4,
Damn.
and then now he's in Modern Warfare competing at CCL,
Yeah.
and he outfragged me almost every game in our league matches. And this is his first time ever touching competitive. And I've been playing since Black Ops 3. So
Yeah.
I think he's only going to get better. And I think it's only going to be like a lot better from here on out as long as he
Yeah.
puts in the work. So underrated from there. Now,
I see.
overrated people.
I see.
I think that this is going to be a very unpopular opinion, and he's going to get mad at me, but I don't care.
Okay.
Joey Plasma, overrated.
What?
I'm not saying that in the sense of like he's not good. The guy's good,
Yeah.
but like I think that there are some other ARs within the CCL that you could choose over him.
Yeah.
But then some people would be like, "Nah, Joey's the best." I think he's still got a little work to catch up to the top.
Yeah.
You know,
Of course. Of course.
another overrated player. This is where I'm gonna throw my teammate under the bus a little bit. Tyler on my team. Yeah.
Jinja.
He's good, but from playing with him in personal experience, I think he could be even better if he learned how to like be a better constructive criticizer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
he's really good at the game and he knows how to play the game, but whenever it comes to like us messing up, he
Yeah.
doesn't know how to like verbalize how to fix it to us.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
So like
Okay.
if he could do that, I'm not asking him to be a coach because obviously if you're a player, you don't want to be a coach too. But it just like instead of like just getting mad and like actually providing something constructive,
Yeah.
it'd be insane.
So he's got to be more of a team leader, because
I mean, being a team leader is not necessarily for everybody, but like
yeah.
I think sometimes it's hard for him to like verbalize what he wants us to fix, and so he just defaults to just being mad.
Yeah. It sounds like he needs to work on being an IGL. If he, that's
I
it.
mean,
That's
he would be one hell of an IGL if he could do that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if he knows the
And
game
speaking
so
of that
well.
one guy Barney we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
that kid is probably the best IGL I've ever played with. No
What?
lie. Like if you ever get the chance to play with him, you'll understand what I'm saying. Talking about he like you just feel like he's making the team work in one cohesive unit
Yeah.
without even trying.
Damn, I like that. And a mentionable gas. Okay. Okay. Um. So this is the gauntlet per se.
Mm-hmm.
This is the question I feel like I ask everyone. Who do you feel like is your antagonist? And explain why.
I'm gonna be honest. I sucked at English. Antagonist is the like hero in the story or the bad guy in the story.
The bad guy. You're the protagonist. Get it? Think about it.
I can't hear you. Oh,
Hello?
okay. Okay, yeah, bad guy. Who is the bad guy in the CCL
Well, I mean, like,
or what?
so like you're the superhero. Who's a supervillain to your
Okay.
superhero? It's put in that terms. Like, who's the guy that if he's in the lobby, bro. Even if you're like the like how Kevin Worski put it in terms, people that literally say, "I hope Kevin Worski wakes up and has a bad day."
uh, who's gonna wish me a bad day? I don't know. I don't really make a lot of enemies.
Hmm.
I really don't know. honestly. Like, I'm kind of just a small fish right now in the grand scheme of competitive. Like, even in our friend group, I was one of
Yeah.
the later ones to join since I didn't even come until like December.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
like, yeah,
All
I
right.
don't know who would be the antagonist.
So
I mean, I could probably choose like a rival in a sense if that is
yeah, it's the same
somewhat
thing.
Cash in my team. Like
Cash.
yeah,
Whoa.
well, because the thing is, like, this kid has never played competitive before, and then outfrags me every game in our CCL matches.
Yeah.
It made me mad. It made me mad, but I wasn't like mad at the point where I'm not gonna like the guy. It was like that's the guy I gotta catch up to. He's putting
Okay.
in more work, you know.
Yeah. All right. Let me rephrase it a little bit. Who do you feel like was the antagonist to your team? Like another team to your that
Hmm.
from the CCL season.
It was a few teams. So at the start of the season, I think we played Oregon pretty early on in a scrim
Yeah.
or something.
Bro, Oregon's butt cheeks.
And we said something along those lines early on.
Yeah.
Maybe not as nice. And I don't even. They might have been beating us. I don't even know. I think we just said something not nice about their team in a stream, and the CCL gave us a unsportsmanlike strike on one of our players.
I'm dead.
I want to say that one of the players or their manager of their club or official team or whatever reported us.
Crybaby
And that
ass.
made us not like them at all.
Snitches, bro.
Yeah.
Snitches. I'm gonna trash talk. I'm a snitch, yo. Whose
It,
mans
it
are
didn't.
these?
I know. I'm not going to say any names about who did anything specifically, but all I know is that I think the guy who was responsible for that ended up getting kicked off his team or left because no one liked him. That was a
What?
rumor I've heard. I don't really know. I'm not going to sit here and say anything that's a fact, but
That's all good.
we're cool with Oregon now. But to begin with, that was kind of our first antagonist.
Yeah.
And then I guess our second antagonist was going to be Concord when we realized that that's who our first round was going to be. And it wasn't in the sense that like they were mean to us or anything, because honestly they're really cool. They were really cool and they talked to us, but it was kind of like that was the people we kind of forced ourselves to want to beat on like every level possible, just because we knew it was going to be a really hard game to win.
Okay.
So we kind of had to get in the mentality to like, you know,
Yeah.
you can't go into like if you're an MMA fighter, you can't go into the ring thinking or the octagon thinking this guy's my friend. Like you can't
Yeah.
you can't think like
Facts.
that.
No,
You got to be in the mindset for the fight, you know.
yeah, he's gonna beat that idea out of you if you think like that, brother. So, this is the gauntlet, so I'm gonna ask you a
Yeah.
pretty aggressive question, you know what I'm saying? COD champs 1v1. If you could pick a player that you would absolutely destroy to win COD champs, who would you pick?
I'll have to go with I'm gonna say I don't know if he's probably not gonna play again this year, but Jim from the UNI team,
Yeah.
Jim Bot,
Okay. Okay.
putting him in the grave. That's my COD champs.
Okay. Respect. 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 All right, brother. Um, Another aggressive question from everyone you've played with. Who do you feel? Name one player that you feel like has an undeserved ego. Like he just the way he like what's it called carries himself. You see him on Twitter or you see him in the
Yeah.
lobby, and the way he carries himself is just like this guy's stats did not show that.
It's definitely Warski. I think he's a
Damn.
good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player. I just think he talks mad shit for the amount. Like he's not bad, but he talks mad shit for not. I don't know. I don't think his level meets his amount of shit that he talks.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Damn, bro. Fuck. I
He
did
talks a
not.
lot of shit.
I did not expect you to say Worski, dude.
Yeah. No, I think he talks way too much shit. I mean, he's a
Okay.
good player. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I like the guy, but like we hosted the Oklahoma State Invitational. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Okay, yeah. I know he probably talked about it in his thing. I can't really remember,
Bro.
but like he was just like we would almost start a match, and he'd tweet out like I think he tweeted out. Here's a better example. He tweeted out at the start of the tournament. Here are my victory tweets. It was like a draft in his notes, and I was like, "Come on, man!
Fucking dead.
Like this is a free tournament. Like, like why are you?" I guess it's to get inside his friend, the other people's heads. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, he talks a lot of shit.
Okay. Damn. All right. And then to conclude the aggressive segment, anybody you just wanted to call out? Anybody you want to be like, yo, I feel like if this player, I don't know, put more time in, I feel like he'd play better. Or do you feel like this guy needs to have ego challenge or just anything like that?
I have a few. I'm gonna call all my teammates on the shit they do, so the
Yeah.
lights fire under their ass. Garrett, stop caring about things you can't control in game. Lag, you can't control lag. You can't control 12 hertz servers, and you can't control the fact that this game has some unbreakable bug or has some game breaking bugs. You can't
Yeah.
control it. Stop worrying about it. Stop complaining about it mid game. Callouts.
Okay.
Cash, stop ego challenging everything,
Damn.
please. Please, he
said
does it. He'll talk
please.
about it too. He does it all the time. Cruel. Find something to get your head on straight for each match. I don't know what's going to be for you. You'll probably know it better than us. So you can get in a good mood and play the best you can. And then Tyler, please don't just yell at us. Like we understand it's a place of like frustration for him because like
Yeah.
he's dropping 45. I'm at like 20.
Yeah.
You know, he wants us to pull a little more weight, which is understandable. But don't just get mad. Like help us get better so we can help you and make the team better.
Okay, I see. I see.
That's my call outs.
Yes, sir. All right then. I like that. Team criticism. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. All right, brother. And then I guess I'll just ask you questions just to drag out just this conversation. All right, brother. So, favorite event, whether it be online or LAN, have you attended any events like not it's
I've
per se
gone
like a viewer
I've
or
attended as a viewer
yeah,
to 2 Texas lands because that's the closest
yeah.
thing to Oklahoma. The first one I went to was the IW Dallas event, I think.
Hmm.
I want to
Oh,
say it
and
was Dallas or Fort Worth or something.
yeah, the one in 2017 was the Dallas.
Yeah. So I went to that event in 2017 for IW, and that was awesome. That was the first time that was my first event ever, and that was just a really cool experience. I never like the thing that kind of sucked though is like I didn't have any friends that participated in Call of Duty, so I kind of went
Yeah,
by myself. I had my cousin with me, and he kind of understood it, but he's more into CS:GO and
yeah.
Destiny and stuff like that. So
Bro, I went to
not
that
the same
event too.
game, but
So
yeah, I went to that event. It was fun.
yeah, it was
Second
pretty
event,
fun.
I went to I think it was Fort Worth
I also
in
went to Fort Worth. Black Ops
last year.
4.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I went to that event as well.
that was fun.
Yes, sir.
But I can't really remember. I don't know. Security was weird. It was a lot different from the first event. And I think I had to leave and I couldn't come back in, and I was kind of mad. So
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
I hated Fort Worth, bro. Well, I hated like the security situation was kind of weird. I don't know. Like I didn't.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I understand it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and say that we don't need security, but like something
Yeah.
happened and I had to leave the event, and then I wasn't able to get back in, and I was kind of mad. So,
Yeah. It'd be like that though, I guess.
but if you want to
Uh,
talk about like favorite events or like
and then
I don't know, the most like emotionally charged event for me
yeah.
was Black Ops 3 Champs. And the
Word.
reason being is like I said, AWs when I started watching, and I kind of got into like the Optic videos and Nate Shot and all that. So I was a huge Optic fanboy like all the way through, until honestly Optic became a franchise team and all the Optic guys left.
Yeah.
So Black Ops 3 Champs, it was on my birthday, right?
Damn.
It was
Okay.
on my birthday, or one of
Okay.
the days. I think it was like the Saturday was on my birthday,
Yeah.
and that was when Optic got knocked out. Right
Oh fuck no.
on
Damn.
my birthday, my favorite team. So I'm sitting at like my family. We like to do big dinners on birthdays, so we
Yeah.
got to like a nice restaurant or whatever. So we were at a like a nice hibachi steak place where they cook it
Okay.
in front of you and whatnot.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
I see
and
you.
like my parents had like a no phone at the table policy, right?
Okay. Respectable.
So I'm sitting here with my phone in my lap like this, watching COD champs on my birthday dinner. I'm watching. Yeah, I think Aches was on Cloud9. I
Yeah.
just know that it was Cloud9 versus Optic,
Yeah. It
the
was
losers
Aches.
bracket.
It was
And
Aches
I'm
Assault,
sitting there
Lacefield,
watching.
Ricky. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting there watching Formal lose that gunfight on Stronghold or whatever in the S&D, right? And like my heart just dropped because I thought he got that kill, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like that was horrible. It was my birthday. I was like,
Damn.
happy birthday to me.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Dude, that must have been
that was
terrible.
it was not fun.
Yeah.
My I think it was my 16th birthday too. So I was like, I don't know,
Damn.
one of those big milestone birthdays.
Um.
Crushed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, like just real quick, that event, bro, that was crazy, bro. Cause like, dude, I rewatched that. Like, I watched it live, but then I rewatched it like 10 times at least, right, bro? You can't tell. Like, I'm not trying to like roast Ricky, cause I think Ricky's a good player, right? He's a coach now for LEG, but he shouldn't have gotten that kill on Scum, bro. Scum's bullets didn't like reg or something, and then Formal's bullets, I swear, didn't reg or
Dude,
something, bro.
I saw it was a 1v1. Formals in that 1v1 at the very end. And I saw like, cool, he got the 1v1. They won round 11. I looked down and it says that Cloud9 won. And I was like, what? How is that possible? It was just
I
so
don't
close.
know. I don't know. It's just I feel like it was Black Ops 3 Bulls, right? Registration wasn't the greatest on land.
I honestly, I still say that game specifically, I've had the most fun playing in
Yeah,
a long time. Just because pubs were fun, competitive was fun, zombies was probably at a peak. I like zombies in that game a lot. I didn't play the competitive, the campaign though. I will say,
damn.
never actually touched that game's campaign.
That's great because Black Ops 3's campaign was the worst campaign a Call of Duty's ever put out. And like when I say like, I don't mean like I don't mean that from like an opinion standpoint. I'm talking about like dead ass. Like at the end of the campaign, you don't know what the fuck happens, bro. Like for some reason, you go into like this like Iceland, and then you're like following this guy who like betrayed everyone, and then you just see like you just start running into wolves. You run into like a pool of blood. Like you just start doing all this weird shit that doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. Like you're
Like
not
an
on.
like,
Like yes, bro. Like you don't wake up on a table and nothing, bro. You're just doing some weird shit. Like I've never seen this in a campaign before.
yeah,
All right,
the
like
last two campaigns I played was Modern Warfare and IW.
shit, yeah.
Those are two good ones, in my
Modern
opinion.
Warfare was okay, but I feel like there was too many cinematics in the
Yeah,
in the campaign. I was like, bro, I'd rather just be playing, bro. I'm not sitting here trying to watch a movie, you know?
yeah, no, I feel that.
But yeah. But all right, brother. Um, we're gonna get into closing statements,
Okay.
and so in this segment, well, not this segment. It's just like it's like a brief. I mean, you've probably seen it. Like
Hmm.
any advice or anything you want to say to anyone who's gonna watch this video for a future reference or anything of that nature.
Uh, if you're watching this as someone who's getting into competitive and COD in general, uh, there's a lot of people you're gonna run into where they have super undeserved egos, and you have to filter those guys out. Like
Yeah,
the only way you're ever gonna have a good, enjoyable experience within competitive COD is if you find those core people that, like, even if they're better than you, worse than you, they don't care how you perform or how they perform as long as you're constantly getting better. I think that's what's important.
yeah,
Because that was what I struggled with a lot. Just cycling through teammates early on because it was like, all right, this guy thinks I'm shit, so he's not gonna play with me. This guy I don't like because he just is full of himself. Whatever. You just gotta find the right people that mesh with you. Uh, but don't try not to ego too many people, and try not to hang out with people that ego you, because nothing's gonna work out that way.
All right,
Yeah.
brother. And with that being said, we'll conclude episode 16 of the Gauntlet. It has been your boy, Mr.kiddragon, and
Haze.
yes, sir. And we are out. Peace.
Bye.